I was talking with the boys with some of my friends, and we were all discussing our best impressions.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any impressions?
I have one mastered impression,
Oh yeah,
but I believe every time I've done it in front of you, it's gone over your head.
what is it? What's the impression?
Grandma Clump from the Nutty Professors.
Oh right. Yeah, you have done that for me.
Yeah, and it goes
Can,
over your head because I don't think you connect with the movie.
can you? I just haven't seen it since I was like 5 years old, man.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, it still holds up. You might want to
I
put it in your movie watching queue at some point.
maybe I will. Um, can you give me a taste?
I'm not your dancing monkey, Jake.
Do you have do you have a good Marge Simpson?
No, you have a good Marge Simpson.
You don't have a good Marge Simpson?
I do not. You do.
I don't have a good Marge Simpson. Oh, me!
See, that's a lot better than what I could ever do.
What?
Grandma Clump is the only one that I have mastered. I can do, if you can do grandma, you can clearly do mama. And then I can also do a little bit of Cletus Clump, the father of Sherman Clump in the movie. I've actually done that impression, cut a clip of it, put it out on social media, and actually got a thumbs up from Eddie Murphy himself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That was a while back, though, you know. But that's the only one that I have mastered.
Do you have a good rihihihi? You know, good
I do
Scooby-Doo?
not. I do not. Oh, is that a Scooby-Doo? I thought you were going for Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
No, I was going for the rihihihi. You know?
No, you've got that down better than I do. I thought you were going for Ace Ventura. Really?
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't have any. I mean, I'm not a mimic. I wish I was. I wish I had
Me
the
either.
ability to be a mimic. Like one of the shows that I listen to, one of the podcasts is the Michael Mara show, and he's made a name for just being able to mimic individuals. But the most that I love so much is when he actually just makes up a voice, or he gives a voice to like an inanimate object. Like he gave a voice to his Boston Terrier, his dog. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna do it justice, but he gives the dog like, I'm Winslow from Boston. He gives it that type, you know. So when he gives a voice to something that doesn't have a voice, I find it very entertaining. And I wish I had that. I wish I had that gift.
I've got a Donald Duck, but I can only do the sneeze. I don't know how this is gonna go over on the air. So
or how it's gonna go. Wait, real quick before you do that. Have you done the Donald Duck sneeze since having the Machine Gun Kelly on your teeth?
I haven't. We're gonna see how this goes.
This is please have your orthodontist on standby, because all I see is after you do this, springs and metal and clamps flying all over the place.
All right, here we go.
That's actually not that bad. I was thoroughly entertained by that. That's not that bad. I mean, I'm sure that your young nieces and nephews probably adore that.
Oh, my dad has a killer Donald, and he can actually like talk as Donald. I can't do the talking. I don't know how to do it. I can do the like. That's about as much as I
that's
can do.
not Donald Duck.
Yeah. It's more Apu from Aladdin, you know?
The monkey.
The monkey, yeah. The monkey.
More like if Apu was drunk and just did a line of PCP. That's kind of like what it seems like. It sounds like more to me, but I wish I was more of a mimic, man. I wish I was more of a mimic. What were some of the mimicry that your friends were able to do?
Oh, we're all bad. No one really had anything. We were all just trying to do Marge Simpson. Oh, homie.
And you think that, and you don't know who Mama Clump is, but you know you're familiar with Marge Simpson. She was old. She's been out longer than the Nutty
Yeah,
Professor
I was a big
movies.
Simpsons fan growing up.
Yeah.
Still am pretty big Simpsons fan. I got into Futurama as a kid, and that led me to The Simpsons because, you know, same creator. So
Futurama threw me off because every time the Cyclops female character spoke, all I could hear is Peggy Bundy.
yeah, it's Peg Bundy. Yeah.
Even when Katie Seagal has a reoccurring role on The Conners, the remake of Roseanne, all I see is Peggy Bundy.
She was also in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, and she has a new show that just came out as well. It's like the year of Peggy.
Yeah. I was also thinking, so like, I don't know if you've heard anything about the new Spider-Man movie that they're shooting.
No.
It sounds bonkers, right? Like they're bringing back Tobey Maguire, who was like the Spider-Man in the early 2000s.
Isn't he like 50 now?
Right. Yeah, it's weird. But they also still have the young guy who's playing Spider-Man. And they're also bringing in the guy who played Doc Ock in those ones. So like it just seems like a weird sort of like world bending. And I was trying to decide who should play Uncle Ben, you know?
And I was thinking the uncle of Spider-Man.
Right, yeah. I was thinking Patrick Warburton, just because I think it would be funny to hear him go, "With great power comes great responsibility, Peter." Hey, Peter.
I think they should maybe they should rewrite that character and make the uncle black and then name him Uncle Ben.
He already is Uncle Ben.
That's a Rice joke, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
I got it.
I'll be here all
That's
week.
Good. Let's start the show.
5, 6, 7, 8.
What is up, boyos? Welcome to the Jake and Cory podcast. I'm Jake. That is Cory. What is up, Cory?
The new chicken sandwich at McDonald's blows chunks.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it blows you away.
No.
But no, it blows chunks.
It fucking sucks. Bro, I got it today. Literally today. I've been seeing these commercials, and I'm sure everybody else has. Been seeing these commercials about the new big chicken sandwich from McDonald's. So I finally bit the bullet, donned on 14 mask, a hazmat suit, and an oxygen tank, and went to McDonald's. And I ordered all three that they offer. They offer a plain one, they offer a spicy plain one, and then they offer a deluxe one. And the deluxe one comes with lettuce and pickle and some other type of dressing, right? I go and I get all three of these. They fuck up the order, of course, and I only get two. But then I looked at the receipt and they only charged me for two. So the only one that I got was the plain chicken and the spicy chicken. I didn't get the deluxe one. And you know what? I'm okay with that fuck up because the other two sucked.
Yeah, I think they added that because of they wanted to compete with like Popeyes and Chick-fil-A because Popeyes and Chick-fil-A had that.
They want to compete directly with Chick-fil-A because, Jake, it came in a little sack like Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwiches do. And when I opened up the bag, I looked in it, I says, oh, this is their direct thumbing of the nose to Chick-fil-A. And I'm sorry, Chick-fil-A, you don't even have to fight back on this sandwich. This sandwich that McDonald's just released will beat itself. It sucks. I rather would have licked the bottom of Jake's foot than have another one of those damn chicken sandwiches. I'm going to tell you what it is. There's some type of glaze or something that they put on the bun, on this potato bun, okay? That by itself is okay. Because once I bit into this as a regular bite, I said something is just clashing and it's horrible. So me being a foodie, Jake, I broke it down. I had a piece of the bun by itself. I had a piece of the chicken by itself. I had a piece of the bottom bun by itself. It's the top bun. the top bun has some type of wannabe sweet glaze on it that completely conflicts with the seasoning of the chicken. And it leaves you it left me with this type of medicinal taste and film in my mouth.
Every time I go to McDonald's, I'm disappointed. Every single time. And I feel like it was better when I was a kid. I don't know if that's just because I was a kid or if it's just worse now. But like, I swear, every time I go there, the line takes forever. Like it's they can't even justify calling it fast food. Then you wait in this line for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes sometimes in this fucking drive-through. It's a drive-through. 30 minutes. And then you get your food and it's like old. And it's like, how the fuck is this old? I've been sitting here for 30 minutes. Like, if I'm sitting here this long, everything should be made to order. But
see,
no.
My McDonald's, luckily, I don't know, maybe it's just because of the area that I live in, and we're not too far away from each other. It's never that big of a line. And you know what? I won't say that I'm a McDonald's foodie.
That's what's upsetting to me. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Is that the line is never that long. It just takes that long. It blows my mind.
Mine, I think the longest I've set 20 minutes before, and that was during a breakfast rush and somebody just, screwing up. And then when you finally get to the window, it's like somebody took an ant farm and just shook it up, and all the ants are just running around inside like crazy. But dude, this chicken sandwich, I was so offended and disgusted by it. Just absolutely disgusted by it. And I was really looking forward to it. My fat ass, I'm not on a diet or anything. I'm good. I'm not trying to make an attempt to lose anything because, I love all of me. Yes, all of me. I just treat myself to eat out once every 2 weeks. That's what I've limited myself. And I can tell you right now, it's reflecting not on my waist size, but in my bank account. I'm like, looking at it every other day, I'm like, how is this still where it is? And that's because I'm not eating out. So this one fast food trip that I had saved up my fat taste buds and my calories for. I wasted it on some shit chicken sandwiches from McDonald's. I don't even know if I should even be mad because it's fucking McDonald's, number one. I'm not going there. It's not Hula's Modern Tiki. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking McDonald's. But normally, dude, I'm down with McDonald's. I'm down with the sausage egg McMuffins. I'm down with the fake Big Macs that your body can't even process. I still got Big Macs in my intestinal tract from 1964. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with McDonald's. McDonald's, I believe, has some of the best fucking fries in the damn fast food game. I'm down with McDonald's. So when they come out with something new, I'm like, hey, I got to give that a roll. Except for when they brought out that damn cinnamon roll thing. You know what? I didn't even take a chance. I was like, there's no way a baked good is going to come out of a fast food joint that's known for frying shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. But dude, my feelings were just fucking hurt. It was disgusting. Anybody listening to this, skip it. Unless you'd like the taste of Pepto-Bismol chicken sandwiches.
I have very little sympathy for them taking so long. And let me explain to you why. Well, I do have sympathy. Like, hear me out. I've got a long statement here. It's complex. All right. I used to work in fast food. I worked in fast food for like 2.5 years. Worked at Burger King. And so like, I know what it takes. And I know that it doesn't take that long to make food. But I do have sympathy in the fact that the reason it takes so long is they don't pay the employees enough, so they don't give a shit. And it's like, I'm a little sympathetic to that because it's like, yeah, I would drag my feet too if I was getting paid bullshit and working full time. Especially right now, like I'm sure there's a lot of people who are like working at McDonald's who normally wouldn't, and it's just the only job available, and they're like, why am I getting paid dog shit? And it's not an easy job. It's stressful, and yeah, it sucks.
They're making more money now than they were when you were in the fast food game though, bro.
Uh,
They're
I mean,
making more money now.
Technically.
But here's the
But
thing. I'm not expecting, and my complaint isn't, my complaint has nothing to do with the employees there, or maybe the chicken sandwich was cooked wrong. I don't know. But it's a stressful job. There ain't a job that ain't stressful. Every
it's
job
stressful.
every job is stressful. You know what I'm saying? And I used to bitch and moan about the employees at fast food restaurants, and then I realized, yeah, they don't give two shits. That's why I don't go very often anymore.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
And you could tell the difference, like when you go to a place like In-N-Out, where I'm like not particularly a huge fan of In-N-Out, but like they're always in the groove. They always get it done quick. They have a line around the corner, and it takes just as long as McDonald's takes with 5 cars, when they have like 60 cars running around the fucking neighborhood. And it's because they pay their employees a reasonable amount, and their employees are like, yeah, I'm getting paid, let's fucking work, let's do this. When you're at McDonald's, it's like, I get fired, I will just go work somewhere else. This is some bullshit.
I agree that In-N-Out Burger, even though I'm not a fan of it because I don't like places with secret fucking menus. I don't want to have to, have a secret handshake and have to meet somebody behind an abandoned Safeway just to figure out what the fuck you have to offer. But I will say, the handful of times that I've gone to an In-N-Out, you look inside, it's like a fucking Chinese military training camp in there. Everybody have their roles. Everybody knows what to do. It's like almost you could clap to the beat of how those In-N-Out burgers come, to the beat on how those In-N-Out burgers come. You know what I mean? It's literally like that. It's that fucking organized. Funny thing, I went to Taco Bell last night. So it's been a weekend of fast food because I'm lazy and I'm depressed, Jake.
I get you.
Went to Taco Bell.
It's been a couple years for me.
Speaking of In-N-Out, I drive up to the Taco Bell, and you know what Taco Bell I'm talking about. And I see 2 people standing in the middle of the parking lot, and I'm like, oh, shit. I just drove up and witnessed a damn drug deal or a potential murder about to happen. Just in a casino in Arizona this week, some dude jumped out and, in the parking lot and killed someone, and then he killed himself or some kind of crazy shit. And I'm thinking all this kind of crap is going on. But no, Jake, they were 2 Taco Bell employees standing out in the parking lot. It is 9:30 at night, and they're standing out in this poorly lit parking lot under one of those beach umbrellas, and they're holding tablets in their hand. Hanging from the front of the tablet is Taco Bell's menu, and hanging off the side is a freaking credit card machine. Taco Bell pulling the card of the In-N-Out order process during In-N-Out's rush. And they were doing this, Jake, and there were only 3 cars ahead of me. And I pulled up, and this guy approaches my car, and it took me a minute. It took me a second, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then it's poorly lit. And then I saw the Taco Bell emblem on his shirt. I'm like, oh, you're a Taco Bell employee. So I quickly put on my mask, and then I rolled down my window, and I says, oh, you're a freaking employee at Taco Bell. And of course, the 12-year-old was like, oh, but I loved it because I was able to order from the kid. He didn't have to take my card or swipe it because I got that new tap and pay thing in my card. I ordered that, from my bank ever since, the pandemic began. I never had it before. I love it now. It's the only way that I want to pay. And I ordered it, drove around, and by the time I drove around to the window, there was only 1 car in front of me, got my order, boom, bam, and I was out. So Taco Bell coming through with the In-N-Out ordering process clinch, and I like it. Very minimum contact. And they had on masks, and then the people at the window, of course, had on masks and gloves. And it was the store manager that was working the window at that time. And I told him through my mask, I said, hey, I really appreciate you guys taking the additional protocol of how you're having your drive-through service done. I mean, you can still walk into that Taco Bell if you want, but I choose not to, but I like the additional protocol. So you were speaking of In-N-Out's efficiency in their ordering process. The Taco Bell, I don't know if it's just native to my area Taco Bell or if this is something that all Taco Bells are doing. But dude, I loved it.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is known for that as well.
Yeah, that's the only place I've ever seen it done. Chick-fil-A, I mean, they'll have a line of cars around the building except for on Sundays.
Yeah.
But then as many cars that are in the line to get the food is equal to the amount of cars that are coming out of the drive-thru. I will give In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A that credit.
Yeah, it's all gross though.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it really is, dude.
It's all nasty.
It really is, but except for the carne asada fries at Filiberto's.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's different. But that's an Arizona thing.
That is totally an Arizona thing, and I was just talking the other day to DT, my executive producer of Fat Guy Radio, and I told him, I said the best place to ever get carne asada fries is a Filiberto's down on 27th Avenue in Indian School. And I get it without the carne. I get it with el pollo. I get it with chicken. Yeah. So it's chicken. And what I love that they do down there, and I've never seen any other Filiberto's, Rollerberto's, Aliberto's, somebody's toes. I've never seen anybody else do it the way that they do it down there, where it's grilled chicken and then it's diced up in a small little cubes. And oh my God, it's delicious. I'm having a fat guy food orgasm right now.
Yeah. Pollo asada, right? That's what it's called?
No, they call it carne asada fries, and I say hold the carne, add chicken.
I think that is an option that you can just get there.
I've never seen it on the menu. It's not on the menu.
Their menus are hard to read though, because there's like 10,000 things on there.
Yeah, and it's all in Spanish. It's very difficult to do.
And it's all delicious though.
It is very delicious.
Somehow they pull it off. I have no idea how they do it. If you've never been to like a Federico's or Filiberto's, like if you're in like Alaska or something and you're listening to this, you're probably like, what the fuck? But
or in the East Coast, it's
life changing. It's usually some like shitty looking building, like
horrible, a former Taco Bell or former Carl's Jr.,
like an old bank.
Oh, they are at old banks too.
Yeah, just like some rundown building that was probably like all boarded up, and then they're like, "Well, we'll take that building."
A former crack den.
Yeah, maybe. And they just make the most delicious Mexican food,
dude. And it is the worst shit, nutritional wise, you can have, but it's so fucking worth it, man.
I've gotten food poisoning there a few times, but I still go back.
Yeah, dude. What did you say? Not Filiberto's. What's the other one? Federico's. The Federico's in my neighborhood, they serve tamales year round, fucking tamales, and they're good.
Oh yeah, dude. I get
fucking
the tamales
amazing
there all the time. I love tamales.
I love tamales too. Man, this is so southwestern Arizona centric. I know a lot of people around the country and around the world don't have this, but it does. It's
you should. You should. It's the best food.
Come to Arizona. Leave for the heat. Stay for the food. That should be on our welcome sign outside of the city.
Most of the food in Arizona is ass, but we've got really good Mexican food.
Oh, that's all we got good out here, man. I've done, and I have video evident proof that Arizona has no barbecue establishments that are good, has no burger establishments that are good, that aren't considered boutique burger establishments. We suck when it comes. We're a food desert, literally a food desert.
I know of one really good burger place, and I know of one really good barbecue place. That's it.
Name your burger place and your barbecue place, please.
Oh shit. I'm blanking on the burger place right now, which is embarrassing.
Go with barbecue.
There's this place called Little Miss Barbecue. It's pretty good.
No, she's not.
You've had it?
Yes, I have.
I like Little Miss Barbecue.
On my blog, I did a complete tour of places that people claim were the best barbecue places, and Little Miss Barbecue was on the list and I visited it. What I did though is I took a deeper dive than a normal customer would take. I grilled the staff about how the food is prepared. And though this may not affect a lot of people, and Little Miss Barbecue has a thick customer base, been around for some time. So my opinion probably won't sway anybody, but the way that their barbecue is prepared is in a more corporate manufactured way than how the food industry and other chefs would prepare their barbecue.
I don't know, because I remember going there and they're like, oh man, this brisket just came out of the thing. They're like, here, just take like a little piece of this shit. This shit bangs.
You may have gotten them on their smoke.
Does bang, but
they only smoke their meats once a week. Everything else that you smell when you walk up to Little Miss Barbecue is prefabricated aroma that they shoot out into the air around their restaurant. They only smoke and barbecue their meats once a week. It is not economically sound for a barbecue place to actually grill and smoke their meats every day. In order to smoke meats and have
I don't even think they're open every day.
They would have to be open. They would have to have a staff there 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I don't think they're open every day. So
yeah, and the day that they're closed is probably the day that they're cooking.
I think they're only open on weekends.
You know, but I mean, I've been to Little Miss. It was okay. I'm not saying that it was bad, but when I was chasing what real barbecue is, that place unfortunately did not make the list. No place made the list.
There's a really good burger place in Flagstaff, Arizona, called Mama Burger. That place is baller.
There was a burger place in Flagstaff, and I can't remember their name that I went to. And it wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't bad, but I think it was more of a boutique burger place than it was, just a standard burger place, because it was a little bit more expensive. It was like a little hole in the wall, and it was good. And they what do they do to a cow? They brand it. Yeah, they brand the top of the burger with their company logo.
Was it Bun Huggers?
No, I would definitely remember the name. Bun
that place
Huggers.
is the place.
I'll have to look it up. But there was.
I used to live in Flagstaff, so
yeah. I mean, I will say Flagstaff. I found better burgers in Flagstaff and better burgers in Tucson. But the number one burger place when I did the burger tour for my blog, was Joe's Farm and Grill in Gilbert, Arizona. Never been there, Jake.
No.
Oh, Jakey Poo. Once we are out of this pandemic, or I am finally fixing once I'm ventriloquing at it.
Oh God, he's going into tongues.
Once I'm there and we can share the same air, I'm taking you to Joe's Farm and Grill, dude.
I'm ready for it.
It's the number one. On my list, it ranked number one out of the 25 burger places that I visited throughout the state. I tried burgers in Flagstaff, Yuma, Tucson, Kingman, all the way out to Superior, Nogales. Dude, I was all over this state trying and eating burgers, trying to find the best burger in Arizona.
Did you go to Dateland, Arizona?
I did go to Dateland, and Dateland does not have a burger. They have a Blimpie and a Dateland ice cream shop, but no burgers.
Yeah.
I frequent Dateland. It's my favorite little city in the whole damn state. I love it. Dude, I will go to Dateland, Arizona just on a fucking Saturday as a little, fucking road trip in the middle of the day. Why the fuck not?
Go get some dates. Yeah.
No, you go out there and I get their ice cream. They have a Dateland shake that is fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you're ever on your way to California or coming in from California and Arizona on the I-8, Interstate 8, Dateland is a small little town. If you blink or sneeze, you will miss it. But it's there, and the town is literally made up of probably 4 or 5 trailer homes and a mid-sized gas station. But in back of the gas station, when you go through the gift shop, is a Blimpie that used to be a Subway, now it's a Blimpie, and this little ice cream
still existed.
I know, in Dayton, that's the only one that's
It's
left.
the only one left, yeah.
And then this little ice cream stand on the side of the Blimpie, and that's where you go. And believe it or not, it's a hot spot, man. If you catch it on a good day,
Yeah.
dude, it is stacked with people out there getting those dates. And you can't miss it, because the reason why it's called Dateland is not because you want to take, like, I don't know, your co-host on a date. No, it's a place where it's a date because they've got date trees everywhere. That's what it is. It's a little mini forestry of date trees. And the dates are just absolute. You got date jalapeno jam, dude, everywhere out there in Dayton, Arizona. So if you're ever traveling in from California or going out to California on Interstate 8, swing through Dayton, Arizona, and tell them Jake sent you.
Yeah.
It
Dates
will
are
get
kind
you
of like,
nothing.
they're like, I don't know. They're like plums.
They're like dried prunes,
Yeah. Or like apricots or something.
which are plums.
Yeah.
And
They're
dried
good.
apricots. Oh, they're
good.
amazing.
Yeah. They're pretty tasty.
Especially when you put them in an ice cream.
Whatever you do, though, don't stop in Kingman. There's nothing there.
No, but I did go up to Kingman and visited a diner. That Kingman restaurant or Kingman. There was a publication that had listed that particular diner as one of the best diners for burgers, and I went up there and I tried it, and it was so interesting because when me and the crew went up there, they had just had a flood. It had rained like a son of a bitch in Kingman, and half the restaurant was flooded, but it was still open. So we walk in and there's guys squeegeeing water out of the restaurant floor out the back door of the restaurant. I'm like, are you guys even open? They're like, sure, let's get you a table that's not underwater. And they set me down, and they set all the guys that were with me down, and we had this, and it was an okay burger. It didn't rank in the top 5 out of the 20 or so that we tried. I mean, dude, we took a whole year of doing this on the weekend, and me and a crew, and just following. And some of them the video recorded. Haunted Burger in Jerome, Arizona.
Yeah, Jerome is a weird place.
Jerome is a weird place, but you know what? I gave Haunted Burger. I think they came in somewhere around 3rd or 4th place.
Yeah, this is a very Arizona centric episode. I've accepted that fact, and maybe someone will listen to it and be like, "Oh, that's interesting. Arizona's
don't come here."
Yeah, there's not a lot here, but Jerome is a weird place because that's its whole like aesthetic, right? Is like it used to be a mining place. It's at the top of this mountain. It used to be a place where
it's not even at the top of the mountain, Jake. It's literally on the side of the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
I mean, if you trip in Jerome, you will continue to fall until you land back in Phoenix. That's how Jerome is. It's a city or a town built on the side of a fucking mountain. And it's amazing. I loved it up there.
Yeah, it's terrifying getting up there, too, because you just go through all these, like, switchbacks up this mountain, like up the side of this mountain. It's insane.
You can avoid that if you want to go an hour out of your way, though.
Yeah.
There's another way up where you can come up the back way. But I took it up, and it was me. Actually, when I went to Jerome, it was the crew and the guys from Fat Guy that we went up there. And at the time, the sports show that was on the network, we all went up there, and we were in a fucking Ford Mustang. And I was driving. And I'll call them out. DT and Ryan of the sports show at the time got car sick. Got fucking car sick going around those Jerome curves up that mountain. It was fucking hilarious. Hilarious.
There was one time I was driving to Jerome. I don't know why we were going up there. I don't know. Sounds like something my grandma would want to do or something.
I'm going to guess drugs.
It definitely wasn't drugs. I don't know if there's a big drug population up in Jerome, but
no, probably not.
Maybe.
No, because people that get high and do drugs don't like to fall down. And again, if you fall down in Jerome, you're on the side of a mountain. You won't stop until you hit Phoenix.
I do know Jerome is where Maynard Keenan lives, which is the lead singer of Tool. So
yeah,
maybe there is some drugs up there. But one time I was driving down from Jerome. We were going down the switchbacks, and Arizona also notorious for just wildfires all the time. And like we're driving down and literally there's a freaking wildfire right next to us. Like we could see the fire like coming towards us. It was the most crazy thing I've ever experienced. Yeah, Arizona's a weird place, man.
It's a very weird place. We're not weird. Australia, but it's fucking weird. Yeah, we're in Arizona.
We're the Australia of America for sure.
That's true. I mean, we do have scorpions the size of house cats, but you know, and we have coyotes, spiders that will just run rampant through a neighborhood.
Bobcats.
On the outskirts. Oh yeah, the bob, and they're out now. Oh, it's warming up here, so they are out.
Coyotes, that used to be a big issue where I grew up.
Yeah, I go for Fat Man walks at a park in far north Phoenix. And it's right on a coyote run. And if you're there too late in the evening, you're definitely going to trip over a fox. And it's so bad that the city had to put gates up against some of the drainage, some of the city drainage, because they would use the drainage pathways that run under the streets as their little traveling area. So the city had to put gates up there. But yeah, coyotes in my neighborhood, because I'm in far north Phoenix.
They're typically
Jake,
like
even
not
closer to where you are.
You.
Yeah, they're not unless there's more than two. If you come across more than two coyotes, you definitely want to think fast.
Yeah. But if it's just like one guy, you're just like, eh.
Yeah, you clap your hands and it scurries away. But if you got two of them, you may be up for a challenge. You may be up for a challenge. And if they're in a pack, you're fucked. You are F-U-K. Fuck.
Arizona's also a weird place because like you'll be in Phoenix and everyone knows Arizona as like it's the desert place. Like it's
anytime you see an advertisement for Arizona, any place of the world, it's a picture of the fucking Sedona Mountains or the Grand Canyon. So everybody has that mental image of Arizona.
And just past the Sedona Mountains is just lush greenery everywhere, just like pine trees and yeah, it's wild. It's like California in that way, where when you think of California, you think of, LA and streets and deserts and the dunes. But Northern California it's all trees and shit. Just like
lush and green.
Yeah, Arizona's the same way. It's really weird.
Yeah, it gets very pretty when you get up into the north, when you get up into Flagstaff, when you get into the Prescott area.
Sholo.
And then if you just want to have your mouth drop, hit the fucking White Mountains. The White Mountains, man, it's just beautiful up there.
Greer,
Christmas, Arizona.
But don't go to Miami, Arizona.
No, stay out of Miami, Arizona. You know what? Now that we're saying some of these names, there were some high motherfuckers that were naming some of these cities in Arizona. These motherfuckers are high when they were picking some of these damn cities. Kingman, there ain't no fucking royalty nowhere in Arizona. Why do we have a king that's a man? Are they trying to don't they know that there's a woman's movement?
Well, we have Montezuma's castle, right? But we've come to find out that Montezuma never made it up that far.
Never.
So it has nothing to do with Montezuma.
No.
It's not even a castle.
We have a street named Baseline, and you would think, that would be the end of the city. No, it's not. It's like not. Right in the middle. It's not the baseline. It should be changed to middle line.
Yeah.
I mean, Arizona
it used to be the baseline, maybe. I don't know.
Back in the 80s, when I was, in my 30s and 40s. Oh, man. Hey, Jake, transition here.
Yes.
One of your favorite, or he probably is maybe your top favorite musician, would you say is Dave Grohl?
He's definitely up there for sure. Okay. I do have a Foo Fighters tattoo, so.
I love Dave Grohl too. His personality is absolutely amazing. His music is great.
He used to drum in Nirvana, right?
Yes.
Never heard of him.
Mick Jagger recruited Dave Grohl for a new song on Pandemic Life called Easy Sleazy. Have you heard of this?
No.
Whoa, I'm scooping Jake on some Dave Grohl music. This is from Rolling Stones magazine. Rolling Stones frontman takes on conspiracy theories, but hopes for post-pandemic garden of earthly delights. Mick Jagger has enlisted Dave Grohl for a new song, Easy Sleazy. The track finds Jagger tackling life during the pandemic with a mix of frustration, exhaustion, and humor. In one verse, he sings about refusing to try a TikTok dance and falling on his ass in a samba class. And we've got a little different type of audio arrangement for this show. So, Jake, I want to try to play this for you if I can.
All right.
Just a little bit here. This is coming from the Tube of You. So, you think you're going to be DC in aid if I play this?
I'll cut it out if I do. It's fine.
All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get a little bit of this.
It'll let me know if it's
Yeah, YouTube does have that. Here we go.
I lost it.
You got me now?
I lost your audio completely.
Of course. Am I back now?
Yeah.
Of course the audio would die out at the moment that I'm playing the song. Let's see if I can start it again. Let's see if I can do it again. You got it now?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. And it's going in.
I lost you
okay.
again.
All right. So, clearly the connection that we have is smarter than we are.
Yeah.
But Jake, when you have a chance, look it up on YouTube. It's called Easy Sleazy by Mick Jagger and Dave Grohl. But one thing that I wanted to point out about this song, Jake, Dave Grohl is playing thousands of instruments on this track.
Hold on, let me give it a quick peep here. I won't listen to the whole thing.
Get a quick peep on your end.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Mick Jagger's so old. What's going on there? That man needs to just lay down. Holy moly.
But dude, that's Dave Grohl playing drums, guitar, vocals.
So a couple years ago, Dave Grohl, and I am a Dave Grohl aficionado, although I've never heard of this.
Even though I just scooped you on it, that's why I'm really gonna take this as a win for me. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll be honest. I've been falling out of Foo Fighters a bit. They dropped a new album recently, and I just like their past like 3 albums just haven't really done it for me. But it's also because they're just kind of getting old. But like it's no shame on them. It just kind of happens, man.
It happens.
Yeah, but Dave Grohl a couple years ago did a thing called Dave Grohl's Play. And it's all instrumental. It's a like 25-minute song where he did all the instruments. He did the drums, he did the guitar, he did the bass, some like marimba stuff, some like xylophone stuff.
Okay.
And then at the end before it starts, he's like, yeah, I've never like taken a guitar lesson or I don't know about music. I just kind of fuck around until I find it, And it's like, I can relate to that on a very personal level.
Well, go back and listen to it. I thought you would like it. I honestly didn't think that I would scoop you on the news, but I thought it was really cool because of the fact that it's Dave Grohl being the Dave Grohl-ish and him playing multiple instruments. And that's one thing that makes me a fan of Dave Grohl is that he not only does he have a great personality, he has a great sense of humor. He doesn't seem to take himself too seriously. Like that time he was doing a concert and he broke his foot. They took him to the hospital. The concert was still going on. He came back and he finished the fucking concert in a damn boot. You know what I mean? I mean, that shows me his true talent. And he's just not a singer or performer. He's a musician. He's a storyteller. And I can rock with some Foo Fighters song. I normally rock it when I'm making the attempt to exercise because Foo Fighters, some of their songs just get you hyped. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I thought this was pretty cool. This song Easy Sleazy, because it was Dave Grohl just doing so many different instruments. And that's what makes this song appealing to me.
I think what I'm most amazed by, I'm just, sort of checked out a little bit of it, is that Dave Grohl is 52 years old, and dude looks the same.
Amazing. Doesn't he look? He
looks the same.
I'm going to have to Google Dave Grohl shirtless. You think that'd be worth a Google? Think it'd be worth a Google?
Probably. I don't think you'll be happy with the results, but
no. So it's not worth the Google. What you're saying? Well, we tried that setup of trying to feed audio to you, and it failed miserably. So let's just take that part out of the show like it never happened.
I'll make it work.
No, you're gonna make me look stupid again. But that's just what you do.
I don't have to make you look stupid.
That's very true. I've made a very good living off of being looking stupid. Jake, I don't know if you have anything that you wanted to get to on the show, but I have one more thing.
Yeah, please. I got nothing.
You got nothing? Okay. Jake, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. From you to me. Fuck you.
Oh.
7 years ago, bought the website jakeandcory.com.
No way.
I am going to build the website jakeandcory.com. Since this reincarnation of the show, you have had full creative control. You have taken creative control from me. I wanted to do a logo. You had some other dude with a stylist draw us up in cartoons. It's fine. I love our logo. I wanted a different fucking intro music to the show. You chose the one that we have. I'm
down for a change on that.
So I have been creatively stunted. But in this issue, I am issuing a decree of the fucks of the you when it comes to jakeandcory.com. It's no longer going to be a dormant fucking website. I am going to build it out. Fuck what you got to say. I need you to do one simple thing. Send me that damn cartoon drawing in the largest format that you have, in the cleanest format that you have, and then fuck off. I am going to build jakeandcory.com. It makes no sense that we have been doing this show for more than 55. You browbeat me when you brought in that cute little adorable Austin to get me to sign on for an additional bucket of shows, and us not have a website, us not have a freaking Twitter handle, us not have a Facebook page directed only towards Jake and Cory. So because you won't let me do any of that shit, because you and I never see eye to eye when it comes to marketing attempts of anything of this caliber, I am going to say, fuck you. I am going to launch jakeandcory.com whether you want me to or not. I'm not giving you admin privileges or nothing. I will steal the audio post from where I know you posted. I will steal the video post from where I know you posted. And I will launch jakeandcory.com. And every episode after it is successfully launched, I will plug it on the Jake and Cory podcast. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my fat McDonald's sad chicken sandwich greased lips? Jake Woods.
I'm glad you bring this up. Okay, we're going to get nuts and bolts here. If we're getting nuts and bolts, we're getting nuts and bolts. I've been thinking, like, what do I do with this podcast? Because I think
you cancel it. You cancel it, and I get my $400 that I've invested over the last 7 years on hosting a domain that has been dormant like your dick. It's been dick dormant for 7 years.
No, I don't want to cancel the show. I've been thinking about, because everything else on the channel is a video show on the YouTube channel, that is, which Lonercast proper is it's a video podcast. And this is sort of the one outlier. So I've been wondering, like, do I keep posting this on YouTube? I think so. I don't know. Like, I've been having these thoughts, like, do I keep posting this to YouTube, or do I just keep posting it to podcast feeds? Do I create its own podcast feed? but that's going to cost me money to do. Like, I don't know. Like, these are the thoughts that I've been having because, I've been thinking about this with all the different shows that we have on the channel because, we've got the Loner Gamecast, we've got the Jake and Cory podcast, now we've got the Spoiler Cast, and we've got me and Cassie's like chick flick show, and it's ever growing, and I'm just like trying to figure out how I want to I can't think of the word. Compartmentalize? What's the
The word that you're looking for is a phrase, actually, not just a word. You're looking for a phrase. The phrase that you're looking for is, Cory, I should have listened to you when we started this journey 2 years ago.
Like you I listen to you.
You do not.
You don't.
You listen to me on other aspects, but you don't listen to me.
You don't bring anything up to me.
You don't listen to me on any aspects on taking this show in a different direction. And Jake, if anybody you should be listening to should be a guy that has successfully built a platform that has lasted almost 10 years now and continues to grow. But no. So when you stop listening, I stop talking.
I don't know what that means because
you know exactly what that means.
You're accusing me of something that's not true. You're gaslighting me. No, and I don't like that.
I'm not gaslighting you. I'm pointing out the obvious. You shouldn't feel gaslit, and the only reason why you feel gaslit is because you're on fire.
I mean, you brought that up to me. I think it's a great idea. I love the idea of having a website. I want a website for the Lonercast.
We've had the fucking website for 5 years.
How am I supposed to know that?
I've told you this so many times, and every time I tell you that, you shoot me down.
I didn't know that.
When I wanted to design a fucking logo, you shot me down on that. When we were discussing the intro music, I had another idea. You wanted that one. You shut me down on it, so I shut the fuck up and I never brought it up again.
I'm down to change the music. I love our logo. It was drawn by my good buddy Austin, and I love it. I think it's great.
I'm down with the cartoon logo. I'm down with that. Yeah. It's grown on me. But when we first started the show, we didn't have a logo. Remember, I drafted a logo for you. I sent it to you, and you poo-pooed it. I still have it, bro. I still fucking have it.
Send it to me. Send it to me right now. We'll put it on the feed. We'll put it in the YouTube video. We'll show the audience.
I'll have to send it after the show because I don't have the drive activated where I am right now.
Well, because that's the other thing is like maybe I want to start like doing like YouTube edits and like putting a lot of fucking time into like editing weird clips and funnies on top of our ramblings, or maybe like making this higher edited. Like these are constantly things I'm thinking about. Because I want to make the product as good as possible. And as interesting as possible. Now, but I also don't want to do something that I don't want to do. You know what I mean? Like,
right, which is mostly everything that I've suggested in the past 5 years.
That's not what I meant.
When we started this show.
I'm trying to have an open dialogue here, Cory, and you're just attacking me. What the hell?
I'm listening to your dialogue. I started this whole dialogue with an attack.
I know. It's aggressive.
Because that's the only way I could get your attention is to attack you like a fucking bear.
You are a beautiful bear.
And I got your attention.
Yeah.
Now, can you allow me to give you some of my expertise?
I am in love with the idea. Yes.
Now, I will admit, Jake, that I am the reason why this is not a video medium.
Yeah. That is
I will own that. Okay? That's my fault, folks. That this is not a video medium. Okay? And there's a lot behind it. I'm not going to go into it on the show, but there's a lot behind why I have tied Jake's hand on that one thing of this not being a video medium. But Jake, I've made suggestions to you in the past for multiple audio platforms that not only the Jake and Cory show could go on, but all of your other products on the Lonercast.
No, I want to do that. Really, I really want to build websites for them. My thing is just
it's expensive.
It's always been financial.
It's very expensive.
Because I'd also love to have separate feeds for each show instead of it all just sort of falling under Lonercast. Like if you search it up on Spotify, all of the shows are under Lonercast. It'd be nice if if people could look up Loner Gamecast or Jake and Cory podcast separately, and they'd be separate feeds. But it's just like it costs so much money, and we don't get the money. So what I'm saying is, everyone who's listening right now, if you all just donated $5, you would help a starving Jake. And
in the eyes of an angel, fly away with me.
Oh man, beautiful.
Jake, another reason why you stopped listening to me is because a lot of the stuff that I offered you was stuff that would have tied you to BDB Radio Network, and you didn't want to go that route because you knew that you were in the process of developing and launching the Lonercast Network.
Yeah, that is true.
Does it all make sense now?
That is true, yeah.
Because I don't personally own jakeandcory.com. BDB Radio Network owns it. But through my influence, it stayed around. And we literally, what brought this up to my mind to bring you up on this show is that just this morning, I got an email alert from the hosting site that the Jake and Cory podcast, Jake and Cory domain, it's actually jakeandcory.com domain, had just been renewed automatically for another 2 fucking years. Okay?
So this is your contract then? It's a 2-year contract.
I don't even know if you could. I don't even know if you can see that.
Yeah,
it literally says 2-year renewal.
Oh, there's your credit card info too. I'll take that.
Oh, shit. Damn it, son of a bitch. And you're right, Jake. It's rather expensive to do. But when we started this venture originally, that's how vested I was. And then you slowly chiseled away at my vestment.
What, just because this isn't a BDB radio show?
No, it doesn't have to be a BDB radio show, a BDB network show. You wanted to go your own route. I applaud that. That's fine. And to pull the curtain back for everyone that's listening, Austin. Yeah, Jake and I are part of 2 networks that are competing.
We're not competing.
I don't see it as a competition. But if you were looking at it from the outside looking in, you would say, oh, these are 2 networks that are doing the similar thing, even though Jake at the current moment has way more products on this network than BDB Radio Network does.
I mean, we're just pumping out a million things. And the hardest part is that I'm part of all of these things. So that's the separator. I'm not part of everything that BDB Radio Network has going on. Yeah, because you used to have the sports show and the video game show, and I'm doing all of these things, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, you're nuts.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I love doing it.
I decided that once I saw that renewal this morning, I said, you know what? I'm going to launch this. I'm going to launch this website. I'm going to launch it. No matter what Jake has to say. And then
I'm into it.
When I'm fired or when I quit or decide not to renew my contract, after my Austin is done crying, I'll shut the website down.
There we go. Just ruin my life.
Or I'll sell it to Jake.
Yeah, I'll get another Cory. For the Jake.
You know what? That's how the entertainment industry works, baby. You don't shut it down. You buy it and then you just go find someone else named Cory.
Or I just find a person and just be like, you're hired. You go by Cory now.
Kind of like how I did everybody on Fat Guy. Nobody's name on the show is their real. DT's name is not really DT.
That's true.
DA's name is not really DA. You give them, Jake, now you're talking like a good leader. Yeah, you strip them of their personal identity and you give them their own.
Well, I'm certainly down for it. Because like this is something I think about constantly. Just like how do I expand this thing? How do I make it grow? How do I make it better and bigger? You know.
I'm gonna tell you. I'll give you my secret live on the air. I will give you my secret.
Give me the sauce.
Consistency.
I mean, we've definitely done that.
In everything. And
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you, it's the most challenging fucking thing to do.
we've definitely been there.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's challenging to fucking do it. And then when you do it and you're good at it and you're sacrificing and then you don't see an immediate return on your efforts, it's fucking disheartening. But you have to stay the course. Anybody that's out there that's listening to this, that is trying to grow something, consistency in all things, consistency on your creating, consistency on your content, consistency on your social media posts, consistency on your social media interactions, consistency on staying on top of all the social media trends. It's a fucking full-time and a half job, but it will eventually pay off. That's the secret sauce. You gotta keep pumping it out no matter what, whether you see the results or not. You gotta keep fucking consistently pumping it out and change it up every once in a while. Give them something new to look at every once in a while. Somebody's gonna take notice. And you're talking to a guy that has wanted to throw in the towel so many fucking times. But I always had a business advisor or a close personal friend keep telling me, keep pushing. That's the secret sauce.
Yeah, we've been pushing. One big thing.
And don't stifle people that have creative input.
True. Like one thing me and Nick have been doing is we've been doing the show live every Monday, and that's been like huge for us. Just like as far as like getting people to watch us and like getting a newer audience, over on Twitch, getting a new platform. It's been interesting. It's been an interesting couple of years for sure.
Fat Guy Radio Show has stirred up some Twitch support by taking a different approach to Twitch. I'm not very good at video games. I'm not good at all, matter of fact. But Fat Guy Radio Show's approach has been different than us streaming our show or streaming video gaming content. We cut clips of other Twitch streamers and we've been posting them on Reddit. And we've been seeing a trickle-down effect of people saying, oh, who the fuck clipped this? This is fucking hilarious. Click through fatguyradioshow.com. Oh, it's a podcast? And we've seen not a large, significant increase, but a trickle-down effect from just that simple thing of watching Twitch streamers and clipping funny-ass clips. And we're even getting ready to take it to another level. And I will say this, it ain't been shit from XQC. Who's banned from NoPixel 3.0 once again. I really need to come on the video game show, man. I got to get some GTA blabber out.
Yeah, I'm down to have you on there.
Ask Nick. He hates me, but ask Nick.
I've been thinking about doing what's big on Twitch right now because of, Twitch is pretty hardcore on like cleavage and stuff like that. That's very nice. They're very hardcore on cleavage and nudity. So
have you seen Rust?
So what a lot. Well, yeah. In a video game, it's a little different, but
okay.
I mean, like for the actual streamers, like there's a lot.
Oh yeah, they've been cracking down on streamers who stream shirtless.
Or
guys.
Yeah, or like e-girls or whatever. And what a lot of them have been doing is you're allowed to be in a bikini as long as you're like swimming on stream.
In water.
So what a lot of Twitch people have been doing is they've been bringing in a little like blow up hot tub into their streaming area, and they've been doing hot tub streams.
Yep. There was a guy that got banned from Twitch for wearing a fucking Speedo during one of his streams. When he got unbanned, a few months later, he did an entire show in a fucking blow up hot tub in that same Speedo.
Yeah. Because it's like, oh, I'm swimming. You're going to ban me for swimming?
Yeah. And he was in there, and I mean, it wasn't, he wasn't like adjusting himself or making, reference to it, but his followers, because I just happened to, I was on Twitch, and you know how they just have randoms pop up at the top, and I just saw, dude in Speedo, and of course, that's clickbait for me. I click it and I go, and then I'm like, why is this dude doing a whole fucking Twitch stream in a hot tub? And then he's in a hot tub with with these interactive cartoon characters. You mentioned it last week where you can have, a VTuber character in the hot tub with him. And he was in the hot tub in this freaking Speedo. And then, I started, scrolling through some of the comments that was coming on and then maybe dug a little deeper into some of his social media, turned to find out that he was actually banned from Twitch for like a 7-day ban because he appeared in that Speedo. And he didn't make any reference to the fact that he was in the band Speedo or nothing like that. But all of the commenters were saying, oh, this is what he's doing. He's actually doing his whole broadcast or his whole stream in the Speedo that got him banned a couple of months earlier.
It's genius.
So it's smart. It's genius. Yeah. And that episode did not get banned and did not get him kicked off. But you're right. I've been reading a lot about Twitch clamping down on a guy just sitting there playing a video game or watching YouTube clips shirtless. They're coming down hard on him.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing a hot tub stream. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be good content.
That would be absolutely amazing. I think you can get away with it.
Well,
everybody would have to watch it with sunglasses on, but you would get away with it.
That's true. I'm a very bright man. Speaking of VTubers, I recently had a VTuber on the channel, Honey Bears.
Honey Boo Boo?
Honey Bears. He's wonderful. He's delightful, and I did a little interview with him on Deep Dive with Jake. And yes, I am getting to plugs. So make sure you check out that new Deep Dive with Jake. I also did a Deep Dive with Cory a few months ago, so check that one out too.
Yeah, it sucks.
It doesn't. Also, check out the spoiler cast. We've got the final episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. That spoiler cast is coming soon. Very, very soon.
And also coming soon, ladies and gentlemen, jakeandcory.com, where you can get all your Jake and Cory related information to be one-stop mobile-friendly site for Jake and Cory podcast. jakeandcory.com, coming soon.
5, 6, 7, 8.